Hello, I'm Dr. Xenia Danos and I'm here to give you some tips and tricks on things to do or avoid while teaching through e-learning. This is especially useful to trainers that teach adults. So the question we posed yesterday was, is it okay for your trainees to have their camera switched off? Yes or no, and why? And if you do think that it's okay to have their cameras off, when is it appropriate, and again, why? So the simple answer is that while you are teaching an interactive online course, you do need the camera switched on. You want the connection not only between yourself and your trainees, but amongst the group as well. Also, if you're teaching an interactive class, then you know that most of the talking and most of the action is happening by the trainees. You're there to facilitate their actions and their learning. Therefore, you need to be in communication with your trainees. So having your trainees lying in bed and having their camera switched off is definitely not giving you a productive, constructive, and interactive online lesson. Also, during the period of the class, you will see that once you start your group going with an interactive online class, in case that they are not feeling well, they wouldn't necessarily want to miss your class. Because if the learning is actually happening in the course of the lesson instead of teaching, it means that anyone that is about to lose your lesson knows that they're going to lose something very valuable. So very often, I've had people from my class that weren't feeling well, but they didn't want to miss the class. However, they couldn't be seen on camera. So in these cases, people will contact me in advance, ask me if it would be okay for them to join, but have their camera switched off. In those cases, the person already feels a bit secluded because you might be addressing people, but the interaction obviously is much less when you have a black screen in front of you. So what you can do to enhance the lesson and support your learner during this difficult time is to ask them to interact through ways where they don't need to use a camera. In the cases where I've been teaching and the people were with the camera switched off, most of the times, eventually the person themselves would request to have the camera switched on again. So bottom line is, when you're teaching an online interactive class, you do need the camera switched on. The only time it's okay not to have the camera switched on is when the person is not feeling well, or when they would be exposing something that it shouldn't come on the video for any reason. And in those cases, what you do as a trainer, you find ways to keep them as part of the team. You don't want them feeling secluded, and you don't want them feeling like they are no longer part of the group. I'd like to thank the people that have taken the time to watch the videos and place their comments below. Last week, our winner was Marianelle when she responded on the comment for the icebreaker, if that's a fluff to be avoided or if something significant that should be invested in during your course. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you found it useful, make sure that you like and share the video with people that might find the information useful. And feel free to write some comments below. Let me know if you have any questions regarding e-learning, or if you have any comments or any experiences you'd like to share with us. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next week.